Hello guys, how are you? Okay, today we're going to continue with electricity, and today we're going to study the Ohm's law. This is a very easy law to understand. Okay, so you remember when we were talking about electricity, we already talked about the concept of variable. Okay, you know that the variable is something that you can measure, and in electricity, the same as we have in other areas like mass, time, or distance that we measure with gram, kilogram, second, or meters. In electricity, we have voltage, current, and resistance. So you remember the current is the flow of electrons through a wire or a conductor. Okay, the electrons they go jumping from one atom to another. This is what we call electric current. Okay, so when we have a circuit, the electrons are going through the wire. So this is the electric current. Okay. And then we have the voltage. The voltage is like the energy we have stored in the battery. It's how strong is pushing the battery, the electron through the wire. So this is the voltage. Actually, the voltage is the difference in charge between 2 points. Okay, we will come back to this later. And the voltage is like using water is like, imagine that you have 2 tanks, and the height of the first one is bigger than the other. So in this one we would have more voltage than here. Okay, this is the voltage, and then finally we have the resistance. That you know that sometimes the electron, they are not able to jump easily from one atom to another, maybe because the material is hot, or maybe because we have air and the atoms are very far away each other, or maybe because we have a material like plastic, wood, or glass in which they have no available electrons to jump from one atom to another. Or even maybe we have a good conductor like a wire made of copper, but maybe it's very thin, and the electrons have no space to go through it. So we have a high resistance. So this is the resistance. So we have 3 electric variables. We have voltage, electric current, and resistance. So how are they linked? Okay, they are linked. So imagine that we have again the water. You have this tank. So if this tank is higher, it's very easy to understand that here the force of the water will be higher or bigger than the force of the water if we have this tank. Okay, you here the water will go faster, there will be more water, it will be stronger than here. Okay, here you have the same, we have a higher voltage, a lower voltage, so the current is different. Okay, so if we talk about resistance, imagine that we have the same voltage. This is like 2 batteries with the same voltage, but this pipe is thinner than this one, so it means that this pipe have more resistance, so it's more difficult for the water to get through it. Okay, in this case we are using a tap. So when you have a lot of water here and you have a closed tap, it's because we have a very high resistance. So when we have a high resistance, we have less current, less water. Okay, when we have a low resistance, obviously we have more water. Okay, when we open the tap, we let the current go through it. Okay, so summarizing, it means that when we increase the voltage, okay, by using a battery with instead of using 1 volt, we use 2 volts, the current increases. Okay, we have more current, but on the other side we have more resistance, the current will be lower. It will decrease. Okay, this is very easy to understand. I know we have this circuit with a lamp, and we have a 7-volt battery, so the lamp is glowing, but if we reduce the voltage, the lamp, okay, right, less. Why? Because we have less current. If we increase the voltage, we have more current. Okay, and it will even explode. Okay, the same with a motor. If we increase the voltage, you will see that the motor will start spinning faster. Okay, because we have more current. Okay, so this is saying if we have, for example, in a circuit, we have instead of 1 lamp, imagine that we have in a circuit, we have a battery, and then we have a lamp. We're gonna fix this lamp, Yeah, okay, we replace it. So instead of one lamp, we have two lamps. Okay, so what happened? That we have more resistance, so they write less. Okay, they write less. Imagine that instead of 9 volt, we have just, for example, 6 volts. Okay, so you see that they are not bright at all. But if we leave just one lamp, we have less resistance, so we have more current. Okay, so as a summary, this is the Ohm's law. If we use a formula, it means that the current increases with the voltage and the current decreases with the resistance. You have this drawing, so the voltage is pushing the current, so we have a powerful voltage. We are able to increase the current, but the resistance is stopping the current. Okay, it's the opposition to the current flow. Okay, in the book you have a system to remember the formula. You don't remember easily is by using this triangle. So you draw you write the voltage up here, the resistance and the current. It's very easy. Imagine that you want to work out the voltage. So you hide the voltage, and then you multiply resistance by current because they are at the same level. Okay, you multiply. When they are at the same level, you multiply. For example, if you want to work out the resistance, the voltage is up here and the current is down here. So the voltage is divided by the current. Finally, you want to work out the current is the same. It's the voltage up here divided by resistance. You have here the formula. Okay, so let's use this formula in a real case. So imagine that we have a circuit with a battery and a resistance. This is the symbol for the resistance as well. The resistance can be a motor, a lamp, a buzzer, whatever. Okay, we call that just a resistance. And we have a 12 volts battery, and the resistance value is 4 ohms. So, and we have to work out the current. So what do we have to do? First thing we have to do is choose the right formula. In this case, as we have to work out the current, this is the formula we have to use. So we have to divide the voltage by the resistance. So next step is we have to replace the values we have. Okay, so we have 12 volts. We change the voltage by the 12 volts, and we replace the resistance by its value, 4, and then we divide 12 divided by 4 is 3. So the result will be the current is 3 amps. Please don't forget the unit, it's very important. We have 3 amps. Okay, so I hope you understood very well the Ohm's law. In a few minutes I will upload an assignment for you to do it in Edmodo. Goodbye.